Welcome back to the 23rd Annual Wild and Scenic Film Festival right here in Nevada City, Grass Valley, California. I'm your host for this segment. I'm Kimberly Ewing, and we are here with activism that is inspirational, and I'm so pleased to meet these incredibly talented people. We have Ashley and Colin from the Solar Punk Diaries, or Solar Punk Films. Welcome, you guys.
Thank you.
How are you guys feeling? Are you festivaled out, or are you feeling the vibe?
I feel the buzz of all the screen movies to take in, lots of ideas flowing around. But yeah, it's so warm here. I'm so glad. It's so great.
Is this your first time for the Wild and Scenic Film Festival?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome. Your name of your film, Solar Punk Diaries, or the Solar Punk Farms, is so fun. So tell us a little bit about your movie. And then we'll get kind of into the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, we went kind of overboard on the solar punk in the title. But it's about this farm, Solar Punk Farms. But generally, I have this interest in the solar punk movement and documenting it, and in kind of a personal way. And so, yeah, I called it the Solar Punk Diaries Volume 1 because hopefully there will be more. I feel like there's this kind of framework going on. This movement, practical and aesthetic and inspirational, and so I want to keep tracking it down in other places. So hopefully there'll be more diaries.
And always inviting more to the diaries of Solar Punk. Tell us, the audience might want to know what Solar Punk Farms, what does that mean?
Yeah, good. That's kind of why I wanted to make the film, because I would talk about solar punk, be like, what, do you guys know what solar punk is? And no one knows. But it's basically, it's a response to the apocalyptic futures that are really prevalent, like cyberpunk or steampunk. And this is more of an optimistic spin. Solar punk, what if the future isn't gonna suck? What if it's gonna be amazing? What would that look like? That's what Nick, the subject, says at the beginning. And so it's that envisioning, and it's an ideation, but also a practical approach to life.
Right, a little rogue and bucking the system. Tell us about the subjects, because, well, first of all, Colin, you are the cinematographer.
That's correct.
How do you say, director of photography?
DP, yeah.
What was your role? Were you just hanging out at the farm all the time? What was your role in this?
A little bit, yeah. It was a really fun project. I think I was brought in on kind of a technical side, and then got really into it. The characters are incredible, and we had a lot of fun. I think it came together pretty quickly and was just a wonderful project.
How long were you filming?
3 or 4 days. Yeah.
Yeah, you did more shooting than me. He came back with a bunch of beautiful footage of their greenhouse and a cat walking around. He must have been there for hours just chasing this cat around.
It's a beautiful spot, and it would evolve. It was a new project for them, so the space was evolving as we were shooting. So every time we'd show up, there's beautiful new features and new things to shoot, and it was a lot of fun.
That's amazing. And I'm an old farmer. I had a CSA farm for about 10 years, so I know the intensity of what it means to live as a farmer. Tell us about your subjects in the film, the Solar Punk Farms.
Yeah, it was interesting. We just saw it this morning with a bunch of other stories about the hardship of farming and to make ends meet. And I would say these guys, the farm is more of a metaphor. They're doing really small scale production and have their day jobs to make ends meet, and also bring in different income from doing education and talks and events on their property. So it's kind of this melting pot of different things to make the farm work, but they're new to it. It's kind of like they put down their city ways that require them to fly all over the world to put in roots and regenerate the land. So it was an old degraded horse pasture, and they just trying to regenerate it in all these different ways, a new native meadow, and then seasonal growing and doing a food forest. So it's a big project, but it's not a traditional commercial farm.
Right, and if I remember too, it's a couple, and they kind of were bucking the system about we're going to be farmers. We've never done this before, but we're going to do this, and it's a sweet connection that they have with each other, but also with the land. Where is it again? The farm?
Guerneville.
Guerneville, right here in More Central California, but still Guerneville.
Yeah.
Magical place.
Yeah, and do you want to speak about like Guerneville and like the queer aspect of the farm?
Sure. I think it's an area that's been historically a safe haven for the queer community, kind of moving out of the city and interacting with nature. And I think they're trying to continue that in a really beautiful way, having education and festivals and bringing people and kind of giving people a chance to interact with nature.
And they sound, and from the film, it feels very like they're welcoming of all things and all people. So that's really a lovely thing too.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about like when you were filming and when this happened. Anything weird happen or bizarre on the project?
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah?
They're incredibly engaging. They were really fun to interview. They're brilliant.
I was really sick on the main shoot day.
Oh no! So you're like, stay away from me, but keep filming.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we made it work.
Yeah, that was a small wrench.
Did you get to taste some of their food?
We did.
Some of their
Yeah, absolutely.
grown vegetables and such.
Yeah, and they're great chefs. Like Nick made these like beet sandwiches. Amazing. Yeah.
So great. Mm-hmm. And what do you guys? What's next on your project of the Solar Punk?
Yeah,
What do
we're
you
talking
think? Is there
about
another
that.
farm? Is there another project?
Yeah, we've been talking about that all weekend because there's like all these ideas. I'm not sure exactly. Like Colin's really interested in fire, so.
I'm a photojournalist by trade, so
Yeah.
work a lot with wildfires, and I think a documentary project that approaches that. But I think we're both feeling really inspired. This whole weekend has been really fun, and seeing all the projects people are doing. I think we'll sit down and kind of start dreaming up the next thing.
I know, I love it. And we welcome you guys. It's Ashley and Colin, and Solar Punk Diaries continue. Let's give it up for them. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And we'll see you on the next one here at the Wild and Scenic. Good job.